Top of the afternoon to you. Here we are again for another quarantine workout with home objects. Today, the home objects you're going to need are a coffee mug or any kind of cup that isn't super breakable. So I wouldn't recommend any thin glass. You see, courtesy again of Sidecar Donuts. Nastasia, if you're out there watching, you hooked me up with this, thank you. It's pretty rigid. I could drop it on the rubber floor and it's going to be fine. And then you need coins. We're going to be dropping the coins inside. Coins or any little thing, as you see in the comments already, we're talking about it. Any little trinket, handheld, very lightweight situation. Nassim had a great idea of almonds. Yes, you could drink 10 bottles of beer right now and collect those 10 caps and use those 10 caps, or open them all and drink them throughout the workout and throughout the day. I don't recommend it. You dig? However, the phenols in beer have been shown to aid in cardiovascular recovery for endurance athletes. So keep that in mind. Now, 10 of those things, you should have already gathered them, and your mug, and nice gentle floor space, because we're going to be on our back, we're going to be on our tailbone a little bit in the boat type of posture. So that could be a yoga mat if you have one. That could just be your carpet floor if you got one rocking out. That could be a pillow, a folded up hoodie, a folded up towel. Anything soft you can sit on that's going to support your weight. You dig? And some water. Another thing I've realized as I've checked my sleep during this quarantine, now that I have extra time in the mornings, not rushing over here to the gym to get to morning class, hydration, of course. That's another one of those super simple, super proven over and over again ways that we can fortify our own health, immune system, and overall function. So make sure you're getting some water in. We're going to start today with a nice cheers, a la H2O. Bow. I'm going to do this whole thing. Might as well. Got a little cold there at the end. Woo. Anyway, enjoy your water. Make sure you get a bunch in during today. Make sure you have some nearby today in the workout. Not that I'm going to give us a bunch of extra rest time to get to it. But as soon as you're done, you should be filling it up. You dig? H2O, put that high on the list with sleep and exercise and human connection in the form of you hollering at me in these comments and later in the DMs or the email or the phone, whatever, with each other at home. If you're stuck with a quarantine buddy, hopefully you are, or any option otherwise. So keep those things on the list: sleep, hydration, exercise, human connection. Find a way to get them all in. I'm trying my best to give you an excuse to drink water, reminders to sleep, live exercise right here, and a little bit of human connection via this mutual communicative experience. Of course, don't forget about eating, right? That's a big thing. Now, it's ab day. I don't know about any of you all, but my upper body is completely wrecked from the birthday workout. My legs waking up this morning could not support me getting off the mattress. I'm pretty much toast. So that was plenty of excuse today to make it a lying down, ab only workout. Super isolated. Definitely not our usual. As you know, we love to do these big compound movements, big functional stuff, using as many joints as possible. But today, let's keep it chill. Let's just work this isolated rectus abdominis and the muscles around them going on. Yeah, Kiran, you feel me. Quads are completely wrecked. My glutes are feeling it. My calves are feeling it. Yesterday was totally brutal. So today, why don't we tone it down a bit? Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter. I know I said that yesterday, but today I mean it. We'll see what happens. We get on a roll, and who knows after that. Very, very simple ab warm-up. We're seated. Yeah, lying down is great. That was on the goal list for today. We're seated, and this could be cross-legged. Whatever's comfy. Oh, the legs. Even that hurts. I have my thumbs on my bottom rib border. I have my pinkies on the top of my hip bone. It's not a big range, a couple inches right there. I'm going to open up the space as far as I can. So make these do that by arching, sticking the chest up. And then I'm going to bring the points together by sitting back and crunching. Open the points up, crunch the points down. And we'll try to do it from the top down and from the bottom up. So I'm lifting the ribs and I'm rolling the pelvis forward to open up. And then I'm dropping the ribs down and rolling the pelvis the other way to shut those 2 points together. And we'll hit this for about a minute. Big, small. Open the space, crunch the space. In every rep we go forward, start adding a little more conscious flexing to the picture. Don't just do the movement, but add a little extra conscious activation. So here I'm flexing the gut. I feel the ab muscles. Here I'm flexing the lower back, like we're doing that Ethan Hunt move that we've done so much in the quarantine series. Getting the lower back warmed up, getting the front side of the lower back warmed up, the abs, and just a little bit of motion around the spine. Start your big, slow breath. Understand the muscles that create breathing, the muscles around the diaphragm and the intercostals. That's a part of midsection training. So try to give your breath a little bit of focus today. On the inhales, expand your rib cage. On the exhales, compact your rib cage and flex the gut extra. Really empty the lungs. Let's actually pair that. Check me out. As I open the 2 points, I'm inhaling as far as I can. When I exhale, crunch the points together and exhale so deeply, so forcefully that the entire front side of the body gets a little bit of a cramp. Let's all inhale together. And exhale deep until you get this flex and hold it at the end. Flex. Open up, that was good. Exhale. Deep into the flex. How deep can you go? How empty can your lungs get? And open up. Flex the muscles. Flex the breath. Right there. Open up. Crunch them in. Two more. Crunch in. Open up. Crunch in. Good. Go back to normal. Now we're gonna do it around the circle. We don't need the points there anymore, but we can imagine what would happen if we kept them there. I'm going to make a circle now. Rib down on that side, rib open on this side. And I'm gonna roll back into my seat and open up. So I'm making these like belly dancer circles. Think of doing a hula hoop in super slow motion. We're gonna work in one direction. I'll tell us when to switch. We do the other. All right, this can look silly. It's probably gonna feel silly. Doesn't need to be any conventional form. Just give me the biggest rotational situation going on. Big hula hoop action. Open up. Open up. I'm gonna get 10, and in the time I'll get 10, then we'll switch in the other direction. But big circles. Hula hoop. Imagine that hula hoop in slow-mo. Woo! Si belly dance. I have another 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Roll, so you should feel your weight moving from one cheek to the other. Work the hula hoop. I have another 4, 3, biggest movement possible. 2, and the 1. Awesome. Great. Okay. Now, give me a little fake row action just to get the shoulder blades alive. And then we're going to start with a bang. Once we're in there, I'll show you what I mean in a second. Pull back and really get the shoulder blades back. Reach forward and let the shoulder blades roll. Pull. And I'm doing the same thing here as we just did. It's that hula hoop, but only in the front and back direction. So lift the ribs up, roll the pelvis forward, drop the ribs, roll the pelvis back. Let's get 10, really reach. 9, stretching behind the shoulder blades. 8, awesome. 7, we don't need to be flexing too hard, just go through the motions this time. I'll rarely say that. Good. Let's get 5, 4, 3, lay 2, and lay 1. Perfect. Shake it out. Like I said, we start with a bang. We have a 2-minute forearm plank. That's going to be probably the longest, most intense thing we do today. Let's just get it the hell out of the way. Are you with me? I don't want to do this. I bet you don't want to do this. I'm getting my timer ready. Just a basic stopwatch for 2 minutes. Change my angle a little bit so you can see my face suffering. If you need a break ever, just go to the knees, get right back into it. Otherwise, try to fully endure the suffering, and we'll see if we can make it through that 2 minutes. That's the only static hold we're doing today. No more planking. Other than that, we're gonna have some fun with the coins. So let's do this one hard challenge now, and we'll lighten it up and have some fun afterwards. Okay, pay the toll. This is basically me excusing the fact that the workout's gonna be easy afterwards. So we might as well do some hard shit to kick it off. We ready? Forearms. Setting it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, timer's on. Oh, my quads, wowzer. Okay, so we can do this, like I said, it's just one time through. No more ridiculous stuff after this. We're in that plank and we'll make it. This has been 3 weeks of a lot of different PRs because we often don't push the variables on these calisthenics only movements. We're always pushing the variables in here with our equipment. More weight, better range of motion with the barbells. But when it comes to these body weight only things, we kind of leave it for the in-between work, for the warm-ups, for the finishers. So this is a nice opportunity to push a couple of these things to their limits. And you might be pleasantly surprised to know that we've already done 1 minute of plank. Not bad. Might as well get through that second minute. I shouldn't have the hips too high, I'm dropping them down. I also shouldn't be arching, I'm keeping myself squared up. A little bit of hunching, a little bit of crunch in the gut. And just breathe. and enjoy the shake. And if you got that lingering soreness from yesterday's workout, number 23, which was a brutal leg workout, you're starting to feel it right now. Perfect. We have 30 seconds left, and that's the 2 minutes in full. And then we'll tone it down and have some fun. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. 20 seconds remain. It is Passover this evening, so happy Pesach to those who are celebrating. In 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it. Not bad. There's our 2-minute plank. Pretty solid. No more timer necessary, so that's gone. Well done. Grab a sip of water if you'd like. Now, the coin jar. Let's get it cracking. Bring it close by, and we're going to fake the movements first before we actually do the gamified version with the cup. Real simple. First one, we're going to set up the boat. We're going to do some repetitions inside the boat. I have my hands behind me and the thumbs like so in these little V's, ready to kind of cup and cradle my seat. I'm leaning back until I find that tailbone balance. And right away, we like to do the Nomad version of this where we're really curved in the lower back. So going back to that warm up, in our boat today, those points should be close together. I want to see my quarantine gut all folded up. Yesterday it was Chipotle burritos and chips. The day before it was cream puffs from the freezer. Shout out to Celia, thank you for providing. Anyway, my quarantine belly. Oh, and the Oreos, which I threw up anyway, so I didn't absorb too many of those calories. But it's there. Let's fold up the quarantine belly. Don't be tall. Don't do it proper yogi style. Let's crunch in, round the lower back. Find that tailbone balance. Extend the legs out. And now we can start to lose the hands. So now we're free. The knees don't have to be completely locked. You'll see once we get moving today, there's going to be some knee movement. Here's what we'll do. I want to take the right arm, tap the floor, then tap the shoes, and the shoes are going to come in as I reach for them. It's a 2-part agreement. The legs come in and the arms reach for it. And then we go back. And now we tap the left hand to the floor and tap the left hand to the shoes. Right hand to the floor, right hand to the shoes. Left hand, floor, left hand, shoes. Repeat, tap, shoes. Left hand, tap, shoes. Right hand, tap, shoes. Left hand, tap, shoes. Right hand, tap, tap the shoes. Left hand, tap, tap the shoes. Another 4, shoes, and shoes. 3, shoes, and shoes. 2, shoes, and shoes. Last pair, shoes, left hand, shoes. Now relax. I definitely feel that in the hip flexors and in the gut, especially when I'm maintaining that rounding. The rounder we get, the more we crunch and hunch, Nestle Crunch, the more I feel the gut work, the less I feel the lower back discomfort. So if you feel no abs and you're feeling all back pain, you're probably here. I want you here. Be a real boat, be a round hull. Turn into a little half wheel instead of being tall and yogi style. You dig? Well, there's nothing wrong with the yogi style. You know what we're doing here. Okay, still don't need these yet. The second movement that we need to practice. We're on our backs this time. It's more of a crunch. How relaxing. That lower back is now doing almost nothing. So here we have the feet up, like so. I'm tapping the ground with my right hand way out. And then I'm coming up And I'm tapping the shoes inside the knee line, not outside the knee line. So check me out. Tap the floor and I'm flat. And then I lift the shoulders, bring the feet in a little bit, and tap the shoes. Back down flat. Left hand taps the ground. Tap the shoes. Right hand, ground. Tap the shoes. Left hand, ground. Tap the shoes. Right hand, ground. Shoes. Left. Shoes. Right. Shoes. Left. Shoes. Right. Tap. Left. Tap. 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 Another 4. Tap. Tap. 3. Tap. Tap. 2. Tap. Tap. 1. Tap. Tap. Good. We'll stay here for the third and final demonstration. I want my fists underneath the seat, not up here in the lower back, not right in the middle of the cheeks, but just underneath them. Basically as far as you can reach with your hands. And then we're a little out to the side. So we're kind of creating a little set of door stoppers for our butt so it cannot roll this way. We're preventing the rolling that way. Crunching up with a little glute bridge, putting those rubber stoppers down, those wedges for the door, and we're stuck. That's going to help us keep our lower back touching the floor the entire time. What we don't want is, I don't know if you can see it, but we don't want this airspace underneath the lower back. We want to completely smash it down so you can't see anything underneath the lower back, and we want pressure. So if you had a mat that could make a mark on it with weight, I'd want to see the imprint of your lower back the entire time. So we got the 2 wedges, the door stops. The legs are straight. These are straight leg lifts. Some of the most complex ab moves. And if you think they're not complex, you're probably not doing them as optimally as you could. If the lower back is lifting off the ground, that ain't it. The lower back must press firmly against the ground, and that has to be maintained during the exercise. So I'm here, I'm gonna lift the knees, I'm gonna extend the legs out. We're gonna do 2 things with this. One is just bring them in and back out. Let's do that 10 times. 9, and check yourself. We really need the hands there to help our lower back stay touching the ground. The lower back has to be in firm contact with the ground, pushing down. It shouldn't lift at all. The second it lifts, we've lost our ab exercise. It's all hip flexors and lower back discomfort. I'm gonna get another 4. 3. 2, and my biggest job, my biggest focus is pressing that lower back down. 1. Now that we're out, we're gonna flutter. Small movements, 20. 19, 18, push that lower back in the ground, 17, 16, at all costs, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, lower back focus, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep it moving, 3, 2, whoop. Beautiful. All right, let's play some games, shall we? I'm up. We're back to our boat. I have all 10 things in the mug. Here's what I'm gonna do. From my seated position, I'm gonna put the cup in my right hand. I'm gonna reach as far back into the right as I can, and I'm just dumping them on the ground. Wherever they fall, they fall. Check it out. They're kind of all over the place. And that's what we want. We want them to roll around a little bit to create some chaotic randomness so we can vary the movements that we're doing. From that same seated position, of course, they have to all be within reach. All right. So if there are any outside of your reach, bring them back in. Shift that camera so you can actually see me doing the work. Thank you for your patience. Good. Now we got the coins in view. Almost. Cool, that works. All right. 10 coins, 10 nuts, whatever you got moving. I'm going to put the mug right on the floor between my feet. I'm picking the mug up with the arches of my shoes, like so. We're gonna lift that mug, and now we're in this modified boat. I'm taking my right hand, one by one, I'm gonna reach as I extend the legs for counterbalance, grab it, place it in the mug. All 10 of your objects, just like that. And make sure the legs get close to straight between every rep. Let's go. Keep the mug off the ground. Don't spill the mug, of course. Good. Good, and then once we're done, stay in the balance. Now we're going to transition to that straight leg lift. Without putting the mug down, I'm dropping my lower back. I'm putting my fists wedged right underneath my seat. Now, we're straightening out, pulling back in without spilling any coins. Let's go 20 together. 20. 19. Don't forget, the primary job, 18, is pushing the lower back into the floor. 17. The mug is secondary. 16. 15. 14. Push that lower back down. 13. Use the help of the wedging hands. 12. 11. That's your primary job. 10. 9, squeezing in with the inner thighs. 8, to keep that mug gripped. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower back touch. 1. Now we can put the mug down. Good. Let's repeat that same exact work on the other side. This time, once we're done with the 10, instead of doing the leg lifts out, we're going to do the mini pulsing leg lifts while we're all the way extended. I got my 10 things. I'm seated. Now to the left side of my body and a little bit behind. Pouring them out. Let them be random. Let it be chaotic, but make sure it's within your reach. Put the mug between the feet. Pick that mug up, find tailbone balance, and let's go. 10 objects in the mug, one by one. Every time you reach for it, straighten the legs. Go. Ooh, it's way out there. Stay smooth, stay elevated. Once you get the 10th, don't drop the mug, but you can grab your knees for a moment of protection. Now I'm going down for those leg lifts. I'm wedging my hands underneath my seat. Extend the legs all the way out. Press the lower back into the ground. It might help to lift the chin. And then we pulse small. Here we go. 20 and 19 and 17 and gotcha. 16 and 15. Lower back and 14 and 13 and 12 and 11 and 10 and 9 and 8 and lower back, 7 and 6 and 5, all the legs, and 4 and keep it moving, 3 and 2 and 1. Got it. Drop the mug. Beautiful. Come on up. Take a sip of your water that's hopefully nearby. And then we'll move to that second, the fully on the back crunch. And we'll do the same type of work. I'm seated in the same exact spot. We'll start with the right side of the body. I'm reaching behind me with a big straight right arm, so it's away from me. And I'm going to pour the stuff out onto the ground. I got lucky that time. It's a nice spread, pretty close. I put the mug back down. Let me show you first. Don't get into it just yet. I'm grabbing the mug the same way. Now I lie down on my back. And the legs up like so. You dig? So the feet are pointed that way, such that the mug is staying level with the ground. Okay. I'm going to grab with the right hand, and then I'm going to reach up to the mug. Ideally, I don't bring the mug in too much. I want to kind of force the crunching to happen. So I reach up, lift the shoulder, drop. Join me. Pick that mug up. We got our 10 coins, 10 nuts, whatever it is. Good. Now we got all 10. They're going to stay right there. Now we're going to remove them from the mug, one by one. This is going to require a little finesse. Reach up with the right hand, reach in there, grab it. And if your mug is too deep to get your hand in, just tap the mug or the cup with your hand and do a little isometric squeeze. If it's like a taller glass or cup, it might be impossible to get your hands in there. But otherwise, go ahead and empty out the coffee mug one by one. Oh, feel those hip flexors quite a bit. Oh, and the last one is tough to grab. Woo! Drop that mug. With the feet on the ground. Both hands, we're going to crunch and tap the knees. Join me for 40, real simple. Let's go, slide, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, basics. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Simple repetitions. You should be feeling the abs a little bit. You should definitely be feeling it just a tad. Not too intense today. Again, like I said, we're toning it down specifically because we destroyed ourselves over the past 10 days. It's been pretty absurd. We're repeating that same sequence on the left side. Put your 10 things back in the mug, and now you know to expect that we're going to empty the mug out one by one. And if the cup is too difficult to reach into, you're just going to reach up and tap it. I'm seated Cup in the left hand, reaching behind me, dump them out. That time they rolled around a little bit. Mug between the feet, lie down, point the toes so the mug stays horizontal. I'm gonna take my left hand, reach, crunch up, fill the mug, all 10 of them in, and then all 10 of them out, or 10 extra taps to the mug if you can't get your hands in there. Remove them one by one. Try to put them in a similar spot. Keep that opposite elbow off the ground. Resist the urge to help. Oh. Get all 10. Oh, that should do it. Good. Let's drop the mug. We're back to our regular knee taps. This time I'm going to cross the body. So I'm going to reach up, tap the right knee with the left hand, then tap the left knee with the right hand. And I'm going to alternate side to side. Join me for 40, alternating left, right. Let's go. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Elbows off the ground. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Come on up. And we're going to repeat most of that with a little variation. Fill your mug back up with the stuff. Take a sip of water if you'd like. Keep on drinking a couple more of those beers. This time with the reaching. When the coins are on the right side of my body, I'm now going to reach with the left hand. Now there's going to be some twisting involved. We can't afford to put them way out there. So what we're going to do is take the coins in the left hand. He's drinking those beers. Kiwi. Take the coins in the left hand. Without lifting your seat, reach across the body and dump them on the right side of your body. They should be kind of right next to your hips. Nothing crazy. And then put the cup back without scooting the seat around at all. Put the mug back between the legs. And for round 2, watch me first before you join. I'm going into that balance. Rounded lower back. Now I'm reaching with the left hand across my body to grab the coins one by one. Now you can join me for 10. And of course, at the end of this 10, we're going to do some of those leg lift variations. So don't drop the mug just yet. The twist is difficult. I like that addition. Oh, wow. You got me cheating a little bit. This is difficult. Keep the arms off the ground. I'm on that 10th. Good. Let's stay right there. I'm going down to the back. I'm putting those door wedges, those stoppers, underneath my seat so that when we do these leg lifts, I can keep my lower back firmly pressed against the ground. Super, super important. We're going to do the fluttering. Straighten the legs and the small flutters. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Lower back, 21, 20. Focus the lower back, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You did. Now you drop them. Oh, that twist was quite nice. I like it. What a twist. By the way, if you like the rotation, you're going to go back to twist day eventually. If you haven't done twist day, I forget which number it is. But it was a super fun one. So go back and look for twist day. Left side, same work. I'm putting the coins in my right hand. I'm reaching across my body. I'm dumping them next to my hip on the left side. As far as you can with that. Put the mug back into between your feet. Pick it up in the arches. Go to that tailbone balance. And now all 10 with the right hand. Reach across the body. Twist. Put it in the mug. Twist. You better keep that left elbow off the ground. No help from the left side. Straightening your legs each rep upon the reach. It'll be good counterweight for you. Oh man, these are way far away. Forty more of those pulses once you're done. Join me. I'm on my back. Whoa, I almost dropped the mug. I'm on my back. I'm going for the wedge. Let's extend the legs and go. 40, 39, 38, 37. Small move is good. Lower back pressing against the ground is primary focus. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Lower back, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Lower back, 6, 5, 4, 3. Helps me to lift the head, lift the chin, and relax. With these crunches, some people tell me, oh, what can I do to reduce the strain on my neck? Well, part of this exercise is improving your neck strength, improving your neck endurance. We do very few things in daily living, especially, that work the muscles on the front side. So just like when people come in and they do a deadlift for the first time, even when it's light, they have no idea how to interpret lower back muscle soreness. Same thing with the neck. It feels wrong to some of you just because it's different and new and it's outside of your frequently interpreted exercise experiences. So let the neck get stronger, let it get strained a little bit. Of course, there's always a too much, there's always a too little, there's always a just right. No different than any other muscle in our body that we're trying to work and get stronger or more enduring or whatever. So let it strain a little bit. And expect some soreness. It's good to have a strong neck, but know what too much is. Know when to stop. Okay. Moving along. Last couple times we'll use the coins. Now, still twisting, so I'm setting it up the same way. I'm taking the coins in my left hand, I'm pouring them next to my right hip. Then I put the coin back between the feet, sorry, the mug back between the feet. I'm rolling down to my back. Actually, it looks like I poured these coins too low, so I'm going to scoot myself forward about a half foot. And then I roll to my back. I'm pointing my toes so the mug can stay horizontal. And without getting too much help by pushing down on this elbow, I'm going to reach across my body. So let's do this. We'll take the right hand, put it on the shoulder. So we're negating help from that elbow. Left hand reaches across, grabs a coin, crunches up, puts it in the mug. Grab the coin to the mug. All 10, and as you can imagine, we're going to empty them. One by one. Whoa. Keep the right elbow off the ground. Let the neck get stronger. Let the neck get a little challenged. That's an okay thing. But if it gets too much, go ahead and take a break. Stop early before you have an issue. Oh. Empty them. Same thing. Left hand goes to the cup. Left hand goes to the right side of the body. Put them right back where you started. And the legs might be getting tired from gripping the cup. Mine are. That's for damn sure. Not much left in the workout though. So go ahead and suffer through. Drop the mug. Now with the same orientation, with my left hand, I'm tapping the ground behind me, like so, way up high, like this, with my knuckles. Then I'm going to reach up with the left and tap outside my right knee, the twist. So from the side, it's big reach, twist across. We'll do 20 together. Knuckles, knee, knuckles, knee. 18, knee. 17, knee. 16, knee. 15, knee. 14, knee. 13, knee. 12, knee. 11, knee. 10, knee. 9, knee. 8, knee. 7, knee. 6, knee. 5, knee. 4, knee. 3, knee. 2, knee. 1, knee. Come on up. Fill the mug back up. Same sequence with the coins or the nuts or whatever it is on the left side of your body, using the right hand to do the work. And I enjoy this offhand stays here. When this elbow gets to the ground, it's helping us too much. So here, and do all the reaching like so. You dig? I'm seated, taking the cup in the right hand on the left side of my body. And now I know I need to go a little bit behind the hips. So like up here, double behind the hips. Put the mug between the feet. Exactly where you are, lie down. That's a much better spot. Point the toes, boop, so the cup stays horizontal. Now I'm taking my right hand, well first, left hand on the shoulder, so it doesn't get used. Right hand is gonna gather one by one. Let's go. head one really far away. And then empty them one by one. Let's go. I'm doing a little cheating and tilting the mug towards myself with my feet. See if that helps you. Oh. Really crunch with each rep. Drop the mug. Good. Now, it's the right hand that does the knuckles, and then reaching across the body to the left knee. Join me. 20. Knee. 19. Knee. Twist. 18. Knee. 17. Knee. 16. Knee. 15. Knee. Big crunches. 14. Knee. 13. Get the shoulders off. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. One exercise remains. Put the things in the thing. We really practiced how to do the leg lifts properly. You know it's all about the lower back touching the ground and using the fists as little door stoppers, wedging the hips and the pelvis to our advantage. If the lower back lifts off the ground and we feel the arch, it's game over. Here's what we're going to do. Lie on the back, do the leg lifting. We're going to pick the mug up. And now, I'll face the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. But with very small motions, I'm going to imagine the ends of my feet have little markers, a little paintbrush on it. And I'm drawing in the air the numbers 1 through 15. Once we get to that, it's game over. So, the number 1, the number 2, of course this is backwards, the number 3, the number 4, and just draw those numbers 1 through 15 with the mug between your feet. Once we do that, it's done. This might take a minute or two, and then you win. Ab day is complete. And as promised, we should make it in just under an hour. I see 54 minutes coming up on the clock. Let's do our thing. Lower back stays connected. And if it gets difficult, we can always draw on a canvas that's higher up. This is fine up here. It doesn't need to be so low. I'm going to try my best to keep it low, but the second I feel my lower back arch, I'm going to bring the legs higher so it's a little bit less leverage. Shall we finish the workout? Numbers 1 through 15. Have some fun with it. Use your imagination. Let's go. Wedge. Straighten the legs. Begin. 1, 2. Lift the chin and look at 3, 4. Check that lower back. Make sure it's connected. 5, 6, 7. With the little thing in the middle. Boom. 8, 9, 10. 2 numbers. Whoa. 11. 12. Don't drop that mug. 13. 14. Lower back. Finish the workout, 15. Oh, solid. That'll do it. We're gonna do one little mountain climber stretch per side. Open up the hip flexors and the gut. Then you're done. And we chill for the day. Show you a little diagonal. I'm starting with a little bit wide tabletop. And I'm going to bring the right leg first, all the way up, outside the right hand. And what we're going to do today is a little different than what we've done on the yin days so far. Numbers 7, 14, and 21 so far. If you want to go back to long static holds, do those. I'm coming up. I'm putting my right elbow on that right leg. And from there, I'm lifting even higher. Kind of do my kneeling Captain Morgan. I want to get this at length, the left hip flexor set. I also want to arch and push my ribs out so I get a stretch up the belly skin. And we're going to be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bend back. Hit the other side, both knees down. The left leg is going to come way up, right next to the left hand. Drop the laces down on that back leg, of course. Start crawling up. Do the Captain Morgan. Put the left elbow on the left knee. Nice and tall here. Look up. Stretch the belly skin and stretch the front of the right hip flexor group. Big inhales. Lean into that front leg as we look up and puff out the chest. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, awesome. We did it. We did it. It's kind of fun. A little game of 5, a little interesting, hopefully. You enjoyed yourselves. I may go back myself and repeat tonight session 21. That's the most recent long hold stretches. That's going to help me loosen up because, like I said, and Kevon agrees, maybe some of you also agree. After yesterday's days, after 23, my legs are toast. I was kind of rushing to get here this morning, and as I'm coming down the stairs, I kind of did one of those little trips. Luckily, it's quarantine and nobody was outside to see me embarrass myself. Only you know about it. I'm sure the building manager is somewhere on the security cameras cracking up, watching me fall down the stairs. What else can I say? Download the Nomad workout. It's a lovely app. We will be adding a nice, healthy update this evening, thanks to Phil and Andy. We've been doing so many great uses of the towel so far with these workouts. What I'm realizing is now that it's quarantine, I've really had to get creative about using only home objects because in reality, that's probably the situation most of us find ourselves in right now. I could suggest go buy a dumbbell here or go order bands here on Amazon, but that stuff is all sold out. It's pandemonium. I don't want to force anybody to go into public or do anything that's risky like that. Thank you, Nassim. Thank you very much. So we've just had to get creative with home objects. And of course the chair, the wall, the floor, those have been saving graces. But the towel, really the bath towel, has been a major tool for us, especially on pull days. So I filmed the entire series of towel exercises we've used so far on the YouTube. It's over 20 exercises. And we are going to add towel as a selectable piece of equipment on the app, thanks to a nice new towel icon by Phil. And it will amount to, probably 30 to 40 additions to the exercise database. In the future, people will find themselves on trips to hotels or at home, and the towel is something most of us will have at our disposal. That's a fairly trusty piece of equipment. So know that's coming up. You should see an update very soon, hopefully by this weekend, if Apple passes it. Get your update in on the Nomad workout, and you'll have a lot of new fun towel exercises. You dig? Other than that, have a beautiful day. Like I said, get some rest, get some water. I'm about to chug another one of these. Enjoy the ab soreness. Use some of those. Maybe go back to session 21, do the stuff. I had fun with that one today. Thanks for sticking with me with a little bit lighter workout. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. I've been waiting to run this pun, but there's my 2 cents. Sorry, I had to do it. Love you guys. You're the best. Keep on keeping on. Share the goodness with others in your life. We all need it right now. Have a lovely day.